Hey there and welcome. Today we are diving deep into a huge topic for Canadian businesses, how you can get the equipment you really need to grow without completely draining your cash. Let's jump right in.
You've been there, right? It's that classic business moment. You see this amazing opportunity, maybe a new contract or a chance to get way more efficient. But you need a new piece of machinery, a new truck, or some new tech to make it happen.
And right on cue, that's when the anxiety kicks in. You start thinking about your cash flow, maybe your credit score isn't exactly perfect, or you just remember how rigid and strict the big banks can be. It's a massive roadblock for so many business owners out there.
But here's the thing, the insider secret really. The world of equipment financing plays by a totally different rulebook than a traditional bank. And once you get this, it changes the entire game.
So the whole system is built on this idea called asset-based lending. So what does that actually mean? Well, basically, the financing is secured by the very thing you're buying. The equipment itself is the primary collateral, which means the lender is betting on the value of that asset, not just your company's financial history.
And this quote, man, it just hits the nail on the head. It's not just about your past credit score. It's all about the future money that this exact piece of equipment is going to help you make. Lenders are literally financing your potential to earn more.
And check out this contrast, because it's huge. It's like two totally different mindsets. A traditional bank, they're stuck on questions about your past. Cash flow, credit scores, rigid policies. But an equipment lender, they start in a completely different place. They ask, what is the asset? What's its resale value? And maybe most importantly, does the story behind why you need it make good business sense? It's a fundamental shift in thinking.
And this little statistic really just drives the point home. Get this, less than 1% of vehicle sales over 10 grand are paid for in cash. The entire industry is built around financing these valuable assets. Their focus is squarely on the equipment, not on policing every single transaction.
So once you really grasp this asset-first way of thinking, it's like a whole new toolbox of financing options just opens right up for you. Options that go way beyond what your local bank branch is probably going to offer. Let's take a look inside.
You know, the market is actually pretty diverse. Of course, you've got the major banks like Scotiabank, who are a great fit for their established commercial clients. But then you have these independent, specialized lenders who are experts in what they call B finance. That's for newer businesses or maybe ones with a few credit bumps and bruises. And finally, you have broker networks, which kind of act like matchmakers, shopping your deal around to find the absolute perfect lender for your specific needs.
Okay, but here's a super common problem, right? You get this brand new piece of gear, but it takes time for it to actually start making you money. So how in the world are you supposed to handle those big payments in the first few critical months?
Well, this is where these really creative payment structures like step payments come into play. Just look at this. Instead of a high fixed payment from day one, your first few payments are way lower. This gives you that breathing room you need to get the equipment running, train your people, and start bringing in revenue before the payments step up to the normal rate. It's just a genius way to manage your cash flow.
And that's just scratching the surface. Lenders can offer 100% financing with zero money down if you're a strong applicant. You can often use your old equipment as a trade-in, and this one's huge. Many will finance the soft costs like shipping and installation, so you're not burning through all your cash. The big takeaway here is simple. Never assume a standard payment plan is your only choice. Always ask what's possible.
All right, so you get the mindset, you know your options. Now for the really practical stuff. How do you actually get your application approved and get it done quickly and without a huge headache?
You might think the number one reason for delays is something really serious, like bad credit or a weak business plan. Nope. According to the pros, the single biggest thing that slows the whole process down is just missing paperwork. That's it. It's a completely avoidable mistake.
So the key is just to be prepared. This checklist right here is your golden ticket. Have your ID, your business registration docs, a recent bank statement, a fresh quote for the equipment you want, and your financials, or at least a simple forecast ready to go. Having this stuff organized and ready from the start puts you at the absolute top of the pile.
And beyond the paperwork, here are 3 common traps to avoid. First, don't be vague. An application for a truck is going straight to the bottom of the pile. They need the make, model, year, all the details. Second, be accurate with the cost. Don't forget to include taxes and freight charges. And third, please don't wait until your old machine breaks down completely. Applying in a panic is the fastest way to get a bad deal or no deal at all. So, let's say you have all your paperwork in order. You've avoided the common mistakes.
The final piece of the puzzle, and honestly the most powerful part of your application, is the why. It all comes down to telling a great story. This quote from Scotiabank just frames the whole conversation perfectly. You're not just buying a thing, this is a strategic move to grow your business and stay ahead of the competition. Your application has to show that you're thinking strategically.
And this is exactly how you build that story. You have to connect the new equipment directly to making money. Are you replacing a broken machine that's causing expensive downtime? Is this new asset the key to fulfilling that big contract you just landed? Are you upgrading so you can produce more, faster, and cheaper? Clearly explaining the why now shows the lender you've done your homework and that this investment is going to pay for itself.
So, as we wrap things up, the final question to really ask yourself is this one. When you look at your business, the equipment you need, and the opportunity sitting right in front of you, is your growth story clear enough? Is it compelling enough to get that yes? Because in the world of asset-based financing, a powerful story is your single most valuable asset.